Hey, it's your pal Palamation. I am here with my gorgeous fiance Sam, and we're gonna talk about Sephiroth and what we think post Sephiroth Smash Bros is gonna look like, and what it means for other characters, their chances, what we expect to get with Sephiroth. You know, all the fun stuff. So, Sam, what is your after you've had a day to kind of think about it, mull it over? How are you feeling about Sephiroth? What's your reaction?
I'm pretty excited, even as someone that's never played Final Fantasy games. I know about Sephiroth, and I've heard One-Winged Angel a lot of different versions of that, and I'm excited for Sephiroth Kirby.
Yeah, I was excited because I noticed in the trailer they used the Advent One-Winged Angel, which tells me that we'll probably get that version and the normal version. My hope is that I only have, I'd say, 4 songs, technically 5, but I'm just going to count both the One-Winged Angels as one version. I'll say I want to get One-Winged Angel, I want to get Birth of a God, which is like the first form Sephiroth you fight. I want to get Genova, and I want to get Aeris's theme.
Ooh,
which
yeah.
I know Aeris's theme isn't exactly the biggest fight song.
You know what? There's some slower songs they have in Smash Bros.
No, and actually
they're nice.
And like the stage that comes with Sephiroth is where you fight Genova in the game, and Aeris's theme is actually one of the songs you fight Genova to in Final Fantasy VII. So it works as it's technically a fight song in the game.
Yeah, I think it'd be appropriate.
So yeah, no, I think
if they can put Calling to the Night for Metal Gear Solid, I think they can put.
No, and
Aeris's
they have
theme.
the Roost. I think it's called like the Roost, the Animal Crossing song. Like the one that's like.
Oh yeah. And then even what's the one Midna's
Lament.
Oh
yeah,
like,
yeah. So like they can definitely do slower songs.
And I like when I'm for like Stage Builder, I use those songs all the time. I think they create a certain mood.
I think it's actually one of the things I cracked up at most when playing Smash Bros. With my I was playing it with my best friend, and we were playing on the Animal Crossing stage, and the Roost was playing, and we ended up getting like that little like slow motion item, and we were just both like fighting each other in slow motion with this just like sad little piano music in the background. Crack me up. All right, so the big one here. How do you think this affects Sora and Geno's chances?
I'm not very educated on that. I think my opinion is kind of based on what you said, but I definitely see the logic in that. I think some people say 3 Square Enix characters would definitely lower their chances of getting in. Because, who do we have? So Sephiroth, Hero.
Yep. And then Cloud, but he's not part of this fighter pass. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, so far there's 3 Square Enix characters.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a lot.
Yeah,
to add more.
I feel like Geno and Sora are both weird areas because Sora, a lot of people be like, oh, he's Disney, not Square. I consider him both, really. I consider him more Square if we're talking about the video game side. And Geno is also weird, where he's technically a Square character, but he's basically a Mario character. Like, he's probably the weirdest third-party character you can put in, because he's a third-party character that's really kind of a first-party character.
Yeah, I think best hope is just for me costumes for them.
I honestly wish Nintendo would just, rather than like try to get the DLC rights for Geno, I wish they would just flat out buy Geno.
Yeah.
Like, how much is Square Enix really
they're not gonna use them.
Yeah, exactly. How much is Square Enix really gonna like make them pay for a character they'll never even use? Like, I don't get why they just haven't bought the rights to him already. But yeah, my thoughts on Sora and Geno are, I think Sephiroth definitely hurts their chances. I don't think he's good for them. But at the same time, I feel like there's so many like fan-made rules for like how third-party characters work and like who can get in. And I think like
oh yeah, I don't think there's any absolutes with any of that.
Pretty much half the fan-made rules that have been made, like Sakurai's just smashed them. Like, I remember before when like we used to make fun of people that would say like, oh, Cloud Strife's gonna be in Smash Bros. Like, no, we used to spit on those people, be like, get out of here, nerd. And then all of a sudden Cloud Strife came in and he just kicked down the doors, and then like if you would have even told me a couple days ago Sephiroth was going to be the next DLC character, I would have probably smacked you in the face.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but like I said, like in our reaction video, like I know you said you heard Sephiroth's name tossed around. I never saw any of that when I was reading discussions on, like, people being like, oh, who do you think it's going to be? I never saw his name pop up.
Well, mine was for when before Hero was announced. There was like the whole we're getting a Square Enix character rumor, and they gave a list of 7 names, and Sephiroth was one of the names on that list. But I just kind of brushed him off because I was like, if it's going to be either Geno, Hero, or Sora, I was like, there's no way they'll do Sephiroth.
Yeah, and I guess it does kind of surprise me that they've done him, another third party from the same like game series, but they haven't put in like Tails or like Sonic. You know, like that definitely like changes the rules where like any of those third party characters could be getting more than one now.
One character that would not shock me at this point is, so I'll say in terms of third party characters, there are very few like villains, or I guess like, yeah, there's very few villains or other third parties that already have like that are already in Smash that I would accept. Like for example, like say if they put in like drawing a blank. Say if they put in like the main bad guy from like Street Fighter or like Bayonetta or any of that, I'd be like, okay, that's stupid. That's a waste of a slot. Not a waste of a slot. I'm sure people love those characters, but you know what I mean. Like I don't get why they pick them. But Sephiroth is a character that he's iconic enough to where I'm like, he's...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm like, I've never played those games, and I know about him.
But that's why I'll say there's one other character or villain that I could see earning a spot, and that'd be Dr. Eggman.
I was about... Mm-hmm. I had a feeling you were going to say
Yeah,
him.
like, I'll say...
He'd fit right in.
I'll say I'm not going to predict Eggman's going to come, but I think Sephiroth definitely made it look the path a lot easier for Eggman.
Oh, I would like Tails, though, personally.
No.
If we were to get another Sonic rep.
I would like Tails, but also I think if they did Eggman, which I know you're not as familiar with this, Eggman and like the Egg Walker from Sonic Adventure 2, I think that would be a crazy, crazy fun moveset. I think Eggman's funny. I would honestly like him.
Yeah, I mean, he would fit right in with all the other big, bad guys. Like, you know, Bowser.
Yeah, that's the thing is
DDD.
Like, when we're looking at iconic video game villains, I feel like we have nearly all of them except for Dr. Eggman. He's like, now that we have Sephiroth, he's the big one we're missing, and I'd argue he's like on par with Sephiroth in terms of like iconic video game villains. Like he's pretty much second only to Bowser.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
That, and I think it's weird that Sonic hasn't gotten another third part or another rep yet. I think that like Street Fighter and Castlevania and now Final Fantasy all have 2 third-party reps. Like it's weird that Sonic, who arguably is like the first character that should get a second rep out of the third parties, it's weird that he doesn't have one. So gonna move on to my next little topic. What Mii costumes do you expect to see?
Oh, expect? Well, I was gonna say I think it'd be cool if they did like.
Okay, yeah,
Sora,
we'll do that. We'll do that.
Sora and Geno. I don't know. I don't really use the Mii costumes so much myself, so.
I'll say like.
I think those 2 would be cool though.
I'll say see, I've seen people talk about Sora, and I would be completely fine. I would obviously prefer him as a character, but I would not be against him being a Mii costume. My one thing with him is I don't see why they would go through the trouble of getting the rights for him as a Mii costume, but not as a character. Or it's like I don't know if they would. I don't know if they'd want to go through that Disney hurdle just to get him as a Mii.
Yeah, I don't know how that all works because like obviously it'd be easier to do a Mii costume. They don't have to do voice acting or anything, or the songs.
Yeah.
So they're just a costume, but I don't know like just getting the rights for that even like yeah how big the hurdle would be.
Yeah. Also, I would worry about the backlash from that one. There's like because I'll say Geno's actually, if I had to guess which deluxe Mii costume we're getting next, I'm gonna guess Geno. Especially with it being Sephiroth, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we end up seeing the Geno Mii costume. And he's one that I would be all for.
I think he's more suited as a deluxe Mii costume. Like we played Mario RPG. I think he's a really cool character. But that's it. Like he's from one game. I personally don't really see why everyone's crazy about wanting him in Smash. But
yeah, I'm in the boat where I'm like.
But it's just there's so many other characters that I feel like deserve it more.
Yeah, I'm in the boat where I'm happy either way. Like if I saw him announce as a character, I would be hype and like.
Oh no, I would definitely be excited. Yeah.
But I feel like at the same time, I feel like I'd be more hype over the fact that it happened than I would actually him. Because like I love Geno. Mario RPG is one of my favorite games of all time. But like, I'd be more excited for the fact that I knew everyone else was going to be crazy excited than I would for like Geno himself. But Geno, like his body shape and everything, he's perfect for a deluxe Mii costume. Unlike Sora, who like obviously isn't going to look exactly like Sora.
Yeah, true. I mean, like with Geno, I think that would definitely also be such a obvious hint that they're catering purely to the fans on that one. They got him because it's not like he'd be advertising any game.
Yeah.
You know,
But honestly, I'm that's what I kind of want from Smash Bros. I want them to cater purely to the fans.
Yeah,
really.
no, I mean, I think I would like that, but they're not.
Yeah.
Byleth. You know, just saying.
They're hit or miss. Banjo is definitely a cater to the fans.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of who else we got. I feel like a lot of the characters are going more for like shock value than anything. Joker, I think, was more of a shock value than anything else. And the fact that I think Sakurai just has the world's biggest boner for Persona 5. Like, he even said he based the menus in Smash Ultimate off of Persona 5. So I think that definitely helped. But yeah, going back to how this affects Sora's and Geno's chances, I'm going to just stick with I don't think it helps Sora's chances, but I think Sakurai and Nintendo are ultimately going to do whatever the heck they want. I don't think they pay as much attention to this stuff as we think they would. Like, oh, well, this company already has so many characters. I think they really just look at characters they want, and they're like, huh, I want him. And then they just go with them. I don't think they really think about that stuff as much as we act like they do. So, while I think this doesn't help Sora's chances, I don't think it kills either his or Geno's. But I'll say I could definitely see either him or Geno as the last character that would be announced if they're gonna go for a big finale. They might not. I mean, they did Byleth as the last character for Fighter Pass 1. Which obviously was the least, like, the most controversial character they could pick for the final DLC spot. But so yeah, now we'll do we'll do a predictions. Just anybody you can throw out there. What 3 characters do you think are gonna come next? Knowing that we got Sephiroth and how he kind of makes other characters seem more likely.
Well, I don't know. That makes it even harder.
You know what? I'm just gonna go out there and I'll say I expect Eggman. Or I'll predict Eggman. I think if they went for Sephiroth,
I'm gonna say either Crash or Spyro.
Crash or Spyro. I mean, that's good. I think Eggman.
Either of those are classics.
I think Eggman and Crash both definitely have good chances. I'm trying to think. Do you expect that there will be any more first-party characters, or do you think Min Min will be our only one?
Honestly, at this rate, no.
Yeah, I think.
As much as I want Bandanity,
I'll say
I don't think it's gonna happen.
The only first-party character I could really see them going for would be Rex and Pyra.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like they would have happened already. I feel like if he was gonna put Rex and Pyra in the game, he would have done it in Fighter Pass 1.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's the only thing. If they put in another first-party character, I think it'll be for a game that's not represented at all yet.
Yeah, that's how I feel. As much as we both want Bandana D. Bandana D is my second most wanted character. But he's not big enough. I don't think they would put him in. I think...
No, not at this point.
Maybe if they did really listen to the fans, because, you know, out of first parties, he's definitely one of the top contenders for first party picks. But, yeah, he definitely wouldn't have the wow factor that other characters would.
No, there's definitely they call it the Sakurai bias with Kirby games. He focuses on the games that he worked on. The newer Kirby games, he's not part of it. And Bandana D is part of that, so I don't think he cares about Bandana D at all.
How would you feel if he... Well, I'll say it's not going to happen because Marks is already a boss, but how would you feel if he put in Marks instead of Bandana D?
I would be excited because I love Kirby, but... that'd be an interesting character, but yeah, I mean,
that would be a controversial one. I think a lot of.
I don't think it's necessary though. We already have DDD as the villain. Even though like nowadays he's less of a villain. He still kind of is. But...
I guess Nightmare would be a cool villain choice for Kirby. I don't even know how I'd feel if Nightmare got announced. Like, I'm not that I expect him to be announced at all, but I don't know how I'd feel. I think I'd be okay with it ultimately.
I think he'd be cool. I don't know what his Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one.
What do you do? Make tornadoes?
Well, he's just like, overall, he's such an abstract character in a lot of ways. Like, he opens his cape and it's a universe, basically.
Like
Just-
Rosalina.
It'd be very interesting to see, have them put in. Like, I know there's a 3D version of him now, I think in Kirby Fighters, or one of those. But until that game, like, he was always just sprites, so. I don't know, it'd be interesting how they did that.
Yeah. All right. So we'll say that's our little predictions, kind of. I don't even think we actually named 3.
Like, I could tell you what I want. Like,
Yeah,
I would
no, I
love
was gonna say-
Amaterasu.
Yeah.
I think she would be amazing. And we need a female character.
Well, we got Min Min.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think because like
We could use another one.
the last Fighter Pass, we got like half a female character because we got female Byleth, and even then they're too big cowards to let the female be the main alt. I noticed I think pretty much everyone but Inkling has like the male as the dominant alt,
Yeah.
and then the female is like the secondary one. And Byleth is this character where I was like, I feel like, especially like Byleth, Corrin, and Robin, where the female alts are definitely the more popular ones.
Yeah.
So.
I just, even that aside, like, I think Amaterasu, I think would be a very unique fighter. We don't really have a lot of 4-legged fighters. We have Duck Hunt, Ivysaur. Is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Maybe one more, I don't know. But that's also why I would like, personally I prefer Spyro over Crash. I just think he would be a fun fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, like I said, sadly I don't see Spyro getting an over Crash, but I think...
I don't really either.
Yeah.
That's just my hope.
Yeah, they're the kind of characters that it stinks because I feel like it's one or the other with them. But who knows? Like we said, Sakurai and Nintendo do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be shocked at all if any of the characters we predict or wish for don't make it on the list. But I'll say I'm going to do a combination of 3 characters I want / 3 characters I see as likely. Like, kind of do a little halfway. I'll say, so 3 characters I want / see as likely. I'll say Eggman. Like, Sephiroth actually has been kind of hyped for Eggman now. So I'm all for him. 2, I really want Monster Hunter.
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
Monster Hunter, just in terms of like I think Monster Hunter World had like 14 different weapons you can choose from, and if you just make a moveset based off of the crazy amount of weapons that are in Monster Hunter, he could have potentially one of the like most diverse movesets of any character. That and all the different armors he has, you could have a bunch of different alts for him. That would be really cool. And then my last pick, it's gonna be Sora. It's always
Of
Sora,
course.
every time. And oh yeah, one last thing I want to talk about for in terms of Sora, you know, we're gonna talk about the big elephant in the room, Disney, and I'm gonna bring up Fortnite because I see so many people talking about Disney's not gonna do this, Disney's not gonna do that. Like, Fortnite has pretty much almost every big Marvel and Star Wars character at this point. They have the Mandalorian, they have Kylo Ren, they have Iron Man, they have Thor. Like,
Yeah, but isn't the argument that none of those characters are attached to Disney's, like, you know, like, iconic characters like Mickey Mouse and all that, while Sora is like, that's what he's associated with.
Well, it's more I see it more as like, those characters are huge. Like, those are those are Disney's like money makers. And then you look at Sora, and I guarantee half the staff at Disney isn't even gonna know who Sora is. Like, they're probably so forgetful of the fact that they even own Sora.
Yeah, I know. I mean, with like anyone playing the game will see Sora, and like everyone knows Sora is associated. Well, his whole games are based around Disney characters, so that's how I could see the argument against him. That like, even though Sora himself and like the characters, a lot of people play the games because they like Sora and the like new characters and not the Disney ones.
Yeah,
But I don't think Disney would see it that way necessarily.
Well, I guess it's more how Nintendo sees it, though.
Or Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah, because Disney.
I guess just like that
I don't
very
know if they'll
heavy
care as
association.
much as long as you throw money at them. I think honestly, if anything, I think if the rumors are true that Nintendo really did approach Disney asking for Sora and Disney turned them down, I think if anything, it's just based on money. Like, I know that Fortnite got all these characters, but I bet you Fortnite was willing to throw a forklift load of money at Disney.
Yeah.
While Nintendo, I think Nintendo and Disney are both greedy companies. And so I bet if anything, Disney wanted more money than Sora's worth, while Nintendo wanted to pay less money than Sora's worth.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Especially considering, like you look at the DLC characters in Smash and they're like $5 a pop, while characters in Fortnite are like $20 each.
Yeah.
So, like, there's definitely, and there's a lot more people playing Fortnite, at least in America. I don't know worldwide, actually, if there's more people playing Fortnite. I think there is. But, like, yeah, if you look at all that, I would say the Fortnite characters make a lot more money, probably, than Nintendo, so maybe they just had more cash they could throw at it. But I think the Disney character argument's definitely, it's a decent argument, more for, like, I definitely think Sora can be in the game easily without any kind of Disney representation. The worst thing is his keychain has Mickey Mouse on it, but they could take that off or do something with it. But like, so I don't think Disney characters being in is a problem. Sora can stand tall on his own. I mean, Cloud did it with one stage and 2 music tracks. But oh, my voice just cracked there. I hope it didn't pick that up. But yeah, I could see the issue of them not just wanting to see Sora as related to Disney or Disney characters. But I will stand by my argument that Sora is a video game character. I'll stand by the argument that Sora qualifies for Smash Bros. Because I see a lot of people arguing that he's not a video game character. Because people are like, oh, he's associated with Disney characters, so he's a movie, or he's a multimedia character. He's not a video game character.
Are there any Kingdom Hearts shows or movies?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's only Kingdom Hearts video games.
First appeared in a video game, pretty sure that's the only criteria.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I feel. Like,
no, I think that's a dumb argument, yeah, to say that he doesn't qualify. No, he does.
Yeah. Also, once again, I want to bring up the Universal Studios argument. I don't think I've heard anyone talk about this one for a while, but basically there's an argument that that Disney's not going to let Sora be in Smash Bros. Because they're angry at Nintendo for going to Universal Studios with their Nintendo theme park.
Give me a break.
No, it's like, I always hate that argument because I'm like, why would Disney be mad about that? Like, Nintendo's obviously not going to go to Disney World and be like, hey, can we make a huge-ass section of your park for Nintendo?
Yeah, that does not make any sense.
I know Disney has, like, a couple, like, rides or attractions that aren't technically Disney, but they're not going to want an entire section of their park to be a Nintendo park.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that's a good argument. I don't think it's something Nintendo or Disney would necessarily be mad about. But, yeah, so, we'll do a little final thoughts, a little wrap up. My little wrap up is, I think anything's possible.
Yeah.
Any Mii costume, any character, anything's on the table. Sora and Geno are still on the table. I don't think this helps their chances, but at the same time, I don't think it completely crushes them. I think end of the day, Sakurai and Nintendo are just gonna do whatever they want. The last 3 characters could all 3 still be complete surprises. They might not be Doom Guy or Crash or anybody like that. It could be anybody at this point. And so I'll still hold on to what little bit of hope I have for Sora. I don't think he's out of the running yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, like I said, I agree. I think Sora has more against him than most characters, and I think Disney is definitely a hurdle, but I don't think it's an impossibility.
Yeah, I agree. I have one more thing to say.
About Sephiroth Kirby?
No, not Sephiroth Kirby. I'm just saying I'm ready for shirtless Sephiroth.
Oh my goodness. I knew it was going to come up eventually.
It's confirmed for anyone that hasn't seen it. I'm going to main him.
How would you feel if Kirby got his hair and his muscles?
Oh, muscles? That'd be scary.
Kirby just has like an 8-pack
well,
of like
I am
little stubs.
actually kind of curious if they are going to give Kirby the long, luscious hair, or if they're just going to give him like the front bangs.
I hope it better be.
I hope it's the full mane.
It better be the full mane.
Maybe even the sword.
Even like long ago, I remember seeing. I think it was even before Cloud was in Smash. I've seen like fan art of Kirby with Sephiroth's hair, and it looks so damn funny.
That'd be so funny.
And I'm like, God, it's like what you said earlier, where when I was talking to Sam earlier, she was like, the nice thing about loving Kirby so much is I can be excited about any character that gets in Smash.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care about Minecraft Steve, but oh my gosh, I love Minecraft Kirby. He's so cute. Oh my god.
Like,
That's probably the most excited I've been.
No matter who gets in, you always get something new for Kirby. So being a Kirby main's always fun with new characters. But yeah, I think that'll wrap up our video. think we got got all my Sephiroth and Sora and Dr. Eggman fun off of my chest. But yeah, if this is your first time watching the channel, please stick around. I have a bunch of other videos you guys can check out. I do a lot of little video game discussions and animations. I got more in the works. But yeah, thanks for checking us out, and I hope you guys enjoyed our convo. And I'd love to hear all your guys' thoughts. I'm sure I'm going to get a bajillion comments that are screaming Sora for Smash, and then a bajillion more screaming.
With us.
Yeah, a bajillion more screaming.
I mean,
Sora
I'm
will
not
never
claiming to
happen.
know everything. Like, I'm up for a discussion, or you know, Austin is. He'll reply to you. I probably won't.
Just be respectful, everyone. I know Sora especially is a very controversial topic in the Smash community. Just I'm all for debating Sora stuff all day. Just be respectful about it, guys. But yep, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like, a comment, and do all that jazz. Subscribe if you got the times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yep, as always, it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun. Have a good one, guys.